Welcome to Words with Friends Live. I'm your host, Tristan Cunningham, and we are streaming live. Tonight we celebrate Earth Day, so get ready for a bunch of questions about the Earth. You know, when you think about it, since Earth is the mother of everyone, Earth Day is the real Mother's Day. Sorry, Earth Mom. All right, Earth Day was founded in 1970 by Gaylord Nelson, then a U.S. Senator from Wisconsin. He was compelled to create this holiday after witnessing the disastrous results of the Santa Barbara oil spill of 1969. He hoped to add environmental protection to the public consciousness and the national political agenda. And it worked, not only here, but in other parts of the world. Now, Earth Day is currently the largest secular observance in the world. More than 1 billion people celebrate Earth Day on April 22nd. Every single year. It continues to challenge human behavior and inspires more and more people every day to provoke changes in environmental policies. So Google it and find new ways to reduce your own carbon footprint. Mine used to be a 12, now I'm down to a 6.5. Do it. All right, this is how we play our game. I will ask you 12 questions, each with 3 possible answers. You have 10 seconds to tap on the correct one. At the 3-second warning, we'll rattle your cage a little for encouragement. Answer all 12 correctly, and you will be the proud owner of a slice of our $2,500 jackpot. All right, to make it happen, you've got to be resilient, much like the Earth. Are you ready? Am I ready? Let's play. All right, question number 1. The surface of the Earth is mostly covered by which? Trees, land, or water? Oh boy, you should be able to get this one. At the very least, I'm sure you've been told that the answer makes up 60% of our bodies. I mean, the answer is pretty much everywhere. What's that? It might rain later, huh? Or you're going swimming later, huh? Man, I'm thirsty, huh? I could really use a tall glass of water, huh? Which is the correct answer. All right. I hope that question didn't put you underwater. But just in case, if it did, you can keep playing in spectator mode. You get points for every correct answer, and 15 points gets you a mystery box full of coins and power-ups for the main game. Consider it a lifesaver of a sort. And I'm not talking about the candy. All right, moving forward. Question number 2. What species of animal is this? Saw shark, wobbegong shark, or hammerhead shark? Okay, it is true, Americans love sharks. In July, there's an entire week dedicated to them. We are so obsessed with these cold-blooded killers that we've appropriated their name throughout pop culture. On TV, we have Shark Tank. In hockey, the San Jose Sharks. A deceptively good at billiards player is called a pool shark, which, by the way, is a horrible thing to shout out during a pool party, so I wouldn't do that. All right, the correct answer is hammerhead shark. Let's see who got hammerhead. 20,000 people, nice. Now, you could tell that by the shape of its head, right? Well, guess what? The saw shark's nose looks like a saw. And a wobbegong shark is also known as a carpet shark, which is the name of the new vacuum cleaner I'm pitching this week on Shark Tank. I'm genius. Shh, don't tell. All right, question number 3. Fill in the blank. Earth is the blank rock from the sun. First, third, or fourth? It is so true. Now, I don't want to get too deep here, but for real, yo, this Earth thing that we're somehow miraculously living on is just a big old rock. And the planets, Jupiter and Mars and whatnot, they're just big old rocks too. So why don't we just reach out to the people on the other rocks and say, hey, we're all in this together. Or maybe we need to say like a bleep, blurp, pop, you know, their native tongue, if they have tongues. Anyways, all right, the correct answer is third. Now, you would have nailed that one if you watched NBC between 1996 and 2001. While Seinfeld was on must-see TV Thursdays, Third Rock from the Sun was anchoring Wouldn't Hurt You to Watch Tuesdays. It's a good show. All right, let's see how many people got third. 17,000 people. Yes, yes, yes. Moving forward. Question number 4. Which layer of the Earth is closer to the surface? Crust, outer core, or mantle? With its several layers, the Earth is exactly like my famous 7-layer Super Bowl dip. The bottom layer is refried beans. Next comes sour cream. Then it's what I call the money layer. It's the guacamole. Next up, I put a little salsa, then grated cheese. Finish it off with a layer of diced tomatoes and olives. And when people take a bite, they always say, this dip is out of this Earth world. Wow. They say that. All right, the correct answer is crust. Let's see how many people got crust. 13,000 got crust. So, technically, we are living on the crust, which is also what I did in college. I lived on the remnants of my roommate's leftover pizza. So now when I eat an entire slice of pizza, it feels like fine dining. I get the cheese and everything. All right, question number 5. What kind of cloud is this? Altostratus, cumulonimbus, or cirrus? Okay, I love cloud spotting. You lie on your back with a friend, you look up at the clouds and let your imaginations just like run wild. And believe me or not, but one time I was cloud spotting and I actually saw just off the horizon a pod-like extraterrestrial spacecraft firing powerful lasers. And then I realized, that may not be a cloud, so we should run. But it was a fun day. Yeah. All right, the correct answer is cumulonimbus. Now, these are thunderstorm clouds and are associated with heavy rain, snow, hail, lightning, and sometimes tornadoes. In other words, as light and fluffy as they appear, cumulonimbus clouds are bad, bad news, my friends. Yes, they are. All right, did you miss that one? Stay in the game by using an extra life. Get one by tapping the heart icon during the countdown before the game starts. That'll share our game with a friend and gives you an extra life to use the next time you play. I'm here to help. All right, moving and grooving. Question number 6. Octopuses with 3 hearts typically have how many arm-like appendages? 8, 9, or 6? Octopuses. Now, I grew up believing that the standard plural of octopus was octopi. Now, the reason for the octopi plural is because some people mistakenly associate octopus with Latin words like alumnus, alumni, and cactus, cacti, and stimulus, stimuli. But according to the dictionary, both octopuses and octopi are acceptable plurals. So basically, you say whatever you want. Octopuses, octopi, whatever. All right, the correct answer is 8. Let's see how many people got 8. 9,000 people. Nice. Now, octopuses normally have 3 hearts and 8 arm-like appendages. Some sources say octopuses have 2 legs and 6 arms. Now, if I had 3 hearts and 6 arms, I would give 3 people my love and hugs at the same time. This love nest. Yeah. All right, question 7. Which volcano erupted in 1980? Mount St. Helens, Mount Hood, or Mount Shasta? Okay, I'm not a fan of the imagery, but it's true that volcanoes are Mother Earth's pimples. And every once in a while, she chooses to pop one off of her otherwise perfect face. For my middle school science fair, I made a papier-mâché volcano, including a mixture of vinegar and baking soda to stimulate the lava. Now, how many of you out there did the same thing? Show of hands. I don't know why I said that. I can't see any of you, so just put your hands down. All right, the correct answer is Mount St. Helens. Yep, May 18th, 1980. I had just finished combing my hair flock a seagull style and was stuffing the shoulder pads into my oversized blazer when I heard the news. And I'm totally just kidding, I was not born yet. But I know some of you were doing that, and I know who you are. All right, question number 8. Why is the sky blue? Air molecules scatter blue light, reflection off of blue water, deep space turns light blue. Now this is one of those questions that gets asked all the time, am I right? Why is the sky blue? It's right up there with what causes a rainbow and what is the purpose of oral hygiene? Also, why are bubbles round? And do I really need to floss? And why do babies cry when I speak to them? And yesterday when I yawned, why did that bird fall out of a tree? Questions. All right, the correct answer is air molecules scatter blue light. Now, stick with me with this one. When white light from the sun enters the sky, long wavelength light, your reds, oranges, and yellows are absorbed more strongly by the sky than is blue, short wavelength light. So, it is mostly the blue that gets returned. Yeah, science, you crazy. You know what I'm saying. All right, question number 9. How many continental and ocean-sized tectonic plates are there on Earth? 3, 5, or 7? Now, the only place you will see plates bigger than this is at the Cheesecake Factory. Ba-boom. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but why? Why Cheesecake Factory? Why the gigantic servings? Are you trying to fatten us up because you're in cahoots with an alien race that is planning to feast on our bodies? Come on, you tell me the truth. Right after I polish off this 20 pounds of Chinese chicken salad. But after that, I want to know. All right, the correct answer is 7. Let's see how many people got 7. 3,000 people, very nice. Now, like my Uncle Larry, tectonic plates are always on the move. Maybe they haven't paid taxes in 2 decades either. But for real, they move about 2 to 4 inches a year. So they're shifting, whereas Uncle Larry is shifty. Shifty. We all have Uncle Larry. All right, question 10. Where does most of Earth's oxygen come from? Rainforests, marine plants, or grasslands? Now, it's something we really take for granted. We know we need it to survive, but know nothing of its origins. It's sort of like the band Migos. 2 years ago, they became an essential part of the human landscape when every top music act collaborated with them. And just like that, they were everywhere. Now it's impossible to imagine life on Earth without Offset, Quavo, and Takeoff. I don't even want to think about it. Let's move on. All right, the correct answer is marine plants. Let's see who got marine plants. 1,000 people, very nice. Now, scientists believe that the phytoplankton and other marine plants contribute between 50 to 85% of the oxygen in Earth's atmosphere. Now, about 28% comes from rainforests and less from grasslands. And the word around town is that last question was brutal. Man. I'm sorry, sometimes we're brutal around here, but stay with me. I might say something funny. All right, question number 11. I will say something funny. Question number 11. What was the location of Earth's highest recorded temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit? Dalal, Ethiopia, Timbuktu, Mali, or Death Valley, California? Now, I don't know about the highest record temperature, But I can tell you that the hottest place to be right now is right here playing Words with Friends Live. I mean, how many other shows can you watch on your phone, actually learn something, and possibly walk away with your pants full of cash? Not many. I mean, I know there's a couple, but this right here, this is the cool one. I mean the hot one. All right, the correct answer is Death Valley, California. Now, Death Valley is an appropriate name. It would be silly to call it Frolicking Springs or Lake Lots of Fun. The weather station there is a town called Furnace Creek. And while it's usually hot, Death Valley one time reached a low of 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Only once, though. All right, my friends, we've reached the very end of this very special Earth Day edition of Words with Friends Live. That brings us to our last question. I'm sending good luck vibes your way. You got this. Question number 12. Which is a more populous species on Earth? Sheep, cattle, or pigs? Now, okay, one of my favorite toys growing up was the Fisher-Price See and Say Farmer Says edition. Now, I'd pull the little ripcord and the spinning arrow would land on an animal and it would say like cows say moo, or sheep say baa, or pigs say oink. And I hear there's a new See and Say that they're releasing only in California. And no matter what animal the arrow lands on, the voice always says, it would be really mindful if you were vegan. So that's going to be a big seller in Cali. All right, the correct answer is cattle. Let's see how many people. 300 are with me. There are 1.5 billion cattle, 1 billion pigs, and 1.1 billion sheep. And I've got to say, just thinking about counting all those sheep is making me drowsy. But you should feel energized because that's the end of our show. And so many of you, 300 of you, got through all 12 questions. You're making your Mother Earth proud. Let's see who's making Mama proud tonight. Keisha M., you're making Mama proud. Good job, Husky, you're making Mama proud. Steve F., you're making Mama proud. Eric, who else? Beth S., yes. Lauren, you're making Mama proud. Nicholas T., Terry Ann, I see you. Mick T., Christopher W., Crystal, Paul W., I'm proud of you. Stacy G., Annetta U., you're making Mama proud. All right, and let's see what you're making Mama proud with. $6.68. You will be walking away with that $6.68 in your pocket. And the good news is that you never have to stop walking because the earth is round. You can just keep going and going and going. All right, in a moment here, I'm going to skedaddle. Don't worry. You did nothing wrong. It's not you. It's me. But before I go, might I recommend you head over to the main game and, show them what you're working with. And then join us again tomorrow, same time, same place, same rhyme, same face, and a brand new jackpot. Until we meet again, my friends, I'm Tristan Cunningham. Thanks for playing Words with Friends Live. Mwah.